Well, here we are back on the Crew MOTORFEST.
The MOTORFEST Creators branded vehicles provide a special customization spark. So this week is dedicated to the Creators' Masterworks.
I opened the game to this, and we have the summit. The summit is here. So welcome back to the Crew MOTORFEST, where, yeah, we get to see some more insanity with the, Just curious, how much is this car? I'm not that far off, actually. I'm not that far off. I'm actually gonna get that car. See, there are 2 rewards available. Main stage menu. I need to collect the rewards. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'm not that far from... I want to get that car. So, we are back in this game just because, and just because it's fun. It's not bad of an open world. I certainly think it's definitely better than the Crew 2. If anything, it acts more like Forza than, no. Whoa, jeez. Yeah, I have traction and stability on. There's that. Oh, gee? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of races for fun. Switching to Proto Buggy. I'm gonna get that concept car because I clicked it. What? What am I racing against? I need to... wrong button. Here we go. We need a static camera. Thank you. What am I racing against here? What? What are these vehicles? This is kind of like a type of showcase style event. That the goal is simple, and I'm still playing on normal difficulty. At this time, I have a different objective in mind, and it's to get that prototype track toy supercar Formula 1 style thing. Whatever the name is shown there. I just need 1 point something mil. I need 1.1 mil. And I'm not that far off to getting it. So all I just need to do is complete some racing. And, like, I just need... well, yeah, racing. Now, as to why Hawaii was picked as a location for this game, it's possible that the team, like Ubisoft, got permission for using Hawaii. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there is an expansion coming up to this game, for this game, that includes a second island. we go to the island of what? Maui? Or Maui? Or I forget the name, but there is a second island that's coming as an expansion to this game. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, of course, like I said in prior stuff with this game, it does differ from Forza with its rewind system. Like the fact that it doesn't turn back the clock. So you're stuck with a ticking up timer that happens when you hold the rewind button. And plus, it's just not a simple tap either to use. You actually have to hold the rewind button to actually get the rewind to go. And if you hold it long enough, you respawn back en route. And these kinds of things I just do for fun. Like, I don't really care if any videos get, like, thousands of views or whatnot. It shows that, like, sure, having the views is cool, but, like, gaming is a passion of mine, and I enjoy it. It really is a passion. I just do this as a passion. There is a way I can, like, turn the racing line. What if I set... Wait. Oh, wait. Game setting. If, let's see. Invert... No. Okay, that's not what I want. What am I looking for? Input tags? No. Player names, free drive. Read players? It's difficulty here. Let's turn the traction controls set to sport. Stability control. This game has auto steering and auto braking. Now here's a thought. Lilo and Stitch took place in Hawaii, on one of the islands. I believe specifically this one? But they don't visit Honolulu. Now Lilo was only a child in when that movie came out, so at this point in 2024, she would be old enough to drive. It's possible that many of these characters that players race against here in this game are actually characters from other forms of media that have actually grown up and be old enough to actually not only be able to get jobs at Hawaii, but also move to Hawaii and stay to a point where they can do all this racing. That's insane in its own... I mean, ouchies. Yeah. That's probably just a theory, though. I'm way ahead of the AI, though. My brother plays this on an easier difficulty, and I play on a intermediate preset with difficulty level 2. He plays on difficulty 1. But, like, does it really matter what difficulty you play, as long as you play well and have fun? Because that's the point of gaming, is to have fun. God, that was... We need the static camera. I don't know what... Yeah, this game does have some flaws. Not all games are perfect. But if you race vehicles like this, make sure to follow the rules of the road in real life. That way you don't have skill issues by slamming into a wall or falling off the road. Oh yeah, auto neutral's a thing here. Might as well go for what is going on. I get the Acura NSX GT3. Personally, one of my favorite cars. Oh, jeez. Yeah, crew up. But yeah, crew games do have their flaws. You know what? Let's switch to an off-roader for this. Might as well do some challenges while we're here. We get the Ford Focus Rally Edition. Yeah, luckily, well, okay, so the crew games are mainly online service. Just like the recently released TDU Solar Crown. And that poses a problem to players. Because back in the Crew 1, may that game rest in peace, unless somehow those servers get restored. Because I believe there are people working on that, which I think is cool. As long as you have the disc copy of the game, you should be fine. But the problem with crew games, in particular, is that majority, with everything with the open world and whatnot, and racing, is all online based. And that posed a bit of a problem with the Crew 1 and 2. Now, funnily enough, they actually changed the sort of thing with, this game, because in single-player races, the gameplay does pause, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's... Hypercars would be better. Let's get our all-wheel drive Porsche 918 Spyder, Silvery Edition. Upgrade the suspension a bit. Drive it. And because it is all-wheel drive, it can corner somewhat better, but there is understeer. Need to zoom. Ah! Yeah, it doesn't help with the skill issues.
Let's complete this playlist.
Try to... Need to figure out where it says off. Music player off, here we go. That's weird. So the right half of the select button is set as the, Okay. Yeah, there's Honolulu. You know what's actually funny, though, but not funny? There is a particular place where, that's Honolulu still. I gotta figure out where it is. It's, unless it's not out on the main map. No, it doesn't look like it's on the main map, unless I zoom in. But yeah, I think it was either this map or in the soon-to-be expansion. Probably has some of, is it, Pearl Harbor. Problem is, I don't know which island that it's on. I don't think it's on this island. Yeah, we can fast travel into this. Yeah, but how much is this in comparison? The creator's concept Sprühmeister. Sprühmeister. It's actually on a discount. That's interesting. I am nearly about 200k off. A DeLorean, also the same price. Is that what I was racing against? Also the same price. They're all on a discount. That's an Alpha GP car. That's a drift car. And this is rally? Let's give this a test drive, though. I'm curious for what this thing can do. And noted, this is bone stock. Oh, there's a 2-minute test drive. It kind of has understeer when you're holding the accelerator. Oh, jeez. This actually looks pretty sick. Just be careful not trying to scratch it. How many gears does this have? 8. Oh yeah, this is the kind of car you need to brake early to get into corners. It has 8 gears. This is like something you would see out of F1. This looks like some sort of futuristic Formula 1 style car. If this comes to any other racing game, it'd be funny if it came to Forza. And it maxes out at 220. This is bone stuff. That was a corner 5.5. Yeah, that's interesting. I need to rack up a lot of moolah for that. Okay, so let's go. Oh, I can get a... Is that the Jaguar CX-75? Okay. So how do I do this? Play events. Here we go. Need to play some events. Okay, let's swap cars again. We go for all-wheel drive Porsche. Love to see the perf level. Oh, I can boost it further. Okay, so let's get going. So the goal is simple. I want to get 1.1 mil so I can get that car. Oh, Jesus! Oh, I started the slalom. I don't think a hypercar was perfect for this. Okay, now we go full beans. Time bonus. Nice. So with that out of the way. It's actually cut through here. Wreckage. I like how the select button is set as 2 different buttons for this game. I need to go around the skull. Jesus! I did a daredevil and so... I did a daredevil and got a bunch of near misses. Christ. Okay, so what's the next event? Okay, so Proto Buggy main stage. We got this. We got this. Objective is simple. Reach the top 3. Now I'm racing against the ice cream truck. Probably around the same rank I am. What sucks about the Proto Buggy? It's probably something else in Forza Horizon 5? I believe has a different name in FH5. What sucks about it though is that it's rear-wheel drive and is prone to spinning out. If you manage to swap all-wheel drive onto it though, then there wouldn't be that much wheel spin, if at all. But another problem is probably going to be the understeer of the car. So, yeah. Oh, jeez! I have the power. Oh, these AI have different names compared to before. Yeah, bone stock, this thing has 5 gears. I forgot to mention that. I believe this thing is in Forza, though. So you could swap in a race 6-speed, or 7-speed, or even a drift 4-speed, if you wanted to. Now, the only problem with off-road buggies is that they don't have drift suspension in Forza. Neither do the majority of trucks. And what would be really, really cool for a game like this is to have, like, the ability to swap suspensions in these vehicles. Even ones that normally wouldn't work with the vehicle in question. So, a drift suspension with this thing. Or an Alpha Grand Prix car with rally suspension. You never know what, like, you never know. Like, a lot of people could actually, like, get into the game more if they had more opportunities of actually direct customization and affecting the PI in any way, shape, or form. But like, the PI does have a cap in this, but it also depends on what kind of car class you're running. So with a buggy, it's much lower than if you're running a hypercar. Forza, though, has a universal PI system, which could actually work incredibly well here. It could work if implemented. The thing about this, I've never played Need for Speed Unbound, but I heard that game implemented a similar Class PI system to Forza. And at least with that one, you can also customize your car to your heart's content. Problem is that, like, once the PI gets above 400, you don't even know how far above 400 it is, because it would just say 400 plus, according to Need for Speed Heat. They are. Okay. P1 across the line. Let's go. Maybe to make it better, I should probably upgrade this. Do I have upgrades available? Yes, I do. We were bone stock, so might as well boost it while I can. There we go. Now it's no longer bone stock. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Gotta load the traffic cars too. Ah. Now I have a feeling that this next event also requires this vehicle, so good that I upgraded it a bit. What's funny is that cars can carry over from the Crew 2 into this game, but the upgrades cannot. So if you had like a maxed out Porsche 918 Spider Silvery Edition in the Crew 2, and you import the car into this game, the upgrades would be not carried over somehow and just be reverted back to bone stock, which makes no sense. In all honesty, it makes no sense. Jeez, break. That was a BMW Isetta. That was a BMW Isetta that I just sold raced by. Now, I do know that I think some of these do have recommended PI, well, I say PI in quotes, where the car has to be a certain thing in order to be more competitive. So the higher the quote-unquote PI is on any vehicle, the more competitive it would be in the event that you're selecting. And it's possible that there could be quite a bunch of overpowered cars in this game that have yet to be found. Maybe TDU Solar Crown is the same. Need for Speed probably has some. But what's the best part about playing racing games is the fact that you can speedrun them with no issue, thanks to the in-game clock. Well, with the racing stages at least. But after all that, I mean, didn't speedrunning start, like, decades ago as well? Yeah, like, back in, like, the 60s, 70s, 80s, where you had the earliest of arcade games where, like, it would be really funny if someone was actually speedrunning Pong, try to get 11 points as fast as possible against the AI. But I think that one of the very first racing games to actually be speedrun was none other than a Namco Museum classic of Pole Position and its sequel, Pole Position 2. I could be wrong though, I don't know. But the reason why specifically I think those two are is because of their in-game timers. Yes, sure, they tick up faster than a real life, like in this one. They tick faster than a game like, a more modern game like this. But what benefits though is that the faster the faster you complete your qualifier lap, the higher your position in the main race, which is actually quite excellent still, and is also still referenced, I believe, in a bunch of the F1 games, more modern F1 games, and also in the Forza Motorsports side of things. That also affects it in the online multiplayer if you qualify for laps, where you have to submit your best of 3 laps. In Pole Position 1 and 2, you only get 1 lap to do that, and it's from a standing start. You can't go into a flying lap. But of course, in every single racing game that exists, flying laps are always faster than first out laps. It's always been the case, and Pole Position is no exception. Am I at least like half a lap or so ahead? I'm 34 seconds ahead. At least this game has split times. FH5 doesn't. I am maxed. But yeah, this is part 7 of the Crew MOTORFEST playthrough. I'm just doing challenges in the main stage. I know there's a bunch of people that enjoy this and watch this sort of thing. Like, sure, like, views are views, and that's cool, and it comes to show that people enjoy the content that I provide. And as I said, gaming's a passion, and you gotta love your passions, that's for sure. and gaming is my biggest passion. So, Ubisoft, if you're looking for an alpha game tester for your next crew racing game, whenever that would be, you can ring me up. Ring me up, honestly. It's always good to try something new. Yeah, if you need some yeah, Ubisoft. As well as any other video game companies that are out there. Like Activision and Blizzard and Turn 10, Playground Games. If you need a video game tester, just ring me up. I would provide something, but I don't want to speak it out loud because I don't want people getting the wrong idea. But yeah, I'll provide like if any of you play like Playground Games, Turn 10, Ubisoft, if any people like this, if they're in need for a game tester for alpha or beta type style game, ring me up. I'm always open for that sort of thing. That way I can like show off the gameplay of the recent version of the I can show off the gameplay for, like, what could potentially be like a really good game. Wait, it goes here? The car alarms? Jesus. So it goes here next. Objective to win the race. I should probably upgrade my car after this as well. So I think as like the races progress, no, I'm pretty sure the AI stays on the same difficulty that it is set. So like the only thing I could really do is outpace the AI by upgrading my vehicles. But yeah, Ubisoft, Turn 10, whoever, like, if you guys want video game testers, ring me up. I'm very open to that because gaming is my passion. Like I wouldn't even actually say no to like a partnership or anything, honestly. In fact, that would be like one of the greatest things ever. But after this race, though, I gotta start for part 8. Or wait. Like, 'cause I'm having dinner soon, so I gotta wait for part 8 for after dinner. Like, yeah, like, if someone wanted to, if a big video game company wanted to sponsor me, or any sort of real company would want to sponsor me, I would not say no, because that would be like the most insane thing that would ever happen to me. Just as long as it's a real company. And I wouldn't say no to real company partners either. And what I mean by that, sick jump, oh Jesus. Break! Get brakes. Yeah, like I was gonna be saying, I wouldn't say no to like partnering up with any sort of other creators for just the enjoyment of the game. Sure, I play with other YouTubers from time to time, like AR12 Nick, whose channel's AR12 Gaming. You got Alec from Asai, and even well before that, the one who went by MacV Gaming, now Mitchell Phillips, who played like Forza Horizon 3 back in the day. I played a bunch with him as well. My favorite moment being, why is your car made of wood? When I whacked him and infected an infection. But yeah, when it comes to shows, like, playing with people that share the same passion as me, I've actually played with, like, Sally Green Gamer on Roblox as well at some point. And, it's quite a thing how far things have gone. How much time has passed since all those events that happened. But like, what got me inspired to play these sorts of games, though, a whole lot more, was thanks to people like that. And I gotta say, becoming a speedrunner as well, that obviously comes to show that thanks to people that I watch, like Summoning Salt, or, Abney, or actually, as well as, like, the newer ones, too. Got Maximum, who does Flash games. You got a lot of fellow speedrunners out there. And, like, people like Abney, like Cosmic, like, every one of the major speedrunners out there. They inspired me to become a speedrunner myself. And honestly, I've done pretty good at racing. So preferably, I prefer speedrunning racing games, thanks to the in-game clock. But like, it's such an inspiration that people have like taken like a bunch of classic and modern gaming to like the next level in terms of optimization with the gameplay. It doesn't matter if it's reaching a level 256 somehow in Pac-Man, or achieving a new minute barrier in Red Ball 3, or a new second barrier even in SMB 1, or basically breaking any sort of time-related barrier. The journey is all that matters. It's the journey that matters on how records get to where they are, and how runners get inspired by other runners. Because I was inspired by a bunch of runners. Now, I play a lot of Asphalt 9 on Switch, that's why I hold a lot of world records in that game. I recently gained also back the Bamberg Beach Drag Strip X-Class world record in Forza Horizon 4 by use of a Rimac Concept 2 with rally tires. Because Bamberg Beach, fun fact, and everyone knows that it's an off-road drag racing strip, but what no one else knew is that drag tires are actually not the best on that particular one. No. The best tires for Bamberg are actually rally tires. And I found that out myself. There was no one showed me about it, no one told me about it. It was something I found out myself. and like that helped me lower the time to a 14.281. I'm sure with much better tuning or probably a better car, probably the Shelby Monaco, with rally tires, could probably get something like a 14. It's possible 14.1 could happen. 14 not. Theoretically, that is possible. But getting under 14? I don't think that would be feasible at all. After all, it took like how long since the release of FH5 to get under 15 seconds? And I was the first one to do it with a 14.982. Like, it's crazy how far along runs, and it's crazy how far things have gone. Like, how far things get optimized to near perfection. We will, like, it's possible, like, see, like, 453 in SMD1 may soon happen. Maybe even a 452. Maybe the best version to do that with is the Game Boy version. Because it has different physics from the NES version, the SNES version, and Virtual Console with PAL. I'm leagues above the AI. But yeah, for part 7 of the Crew MOTORFEST, maybe I can do one more race. Well, let me upgrade my vehicle first. I could probably do one more race. Yeah, let's upgrade massively. PI of near 400 at 397. I'll do this last race, and then I'll end part 7 here. Part 8 will pick up right where I left off. So, yeah. It's good how many people can be so inspiring to others. Like, I've been inspired by a bunch of speedrunners of the classic NES, SNES, and whatnot games to start speedrunning myself. But I speedrun more modern titles. Like, and it's crazy to look at the history of how, like, the record history of how fast games have been completed in. And the stories and chaos behind it all is just shocking to think what's possible and what's theoretically possible. It's always good to go for limits and try to push beyond those limits. I will not make a Mario Kart Wii reference here. I will not make a reference there. If anyone gets to this point in the video, feel free to figure out what reference I'm talking about from Mario Kart Wii, which I have actually not played. I don't even own a Wii. So I can't do, like, everything that's broken in that. But yeah, after this race, I'll end part 7 of the playthrough and begin on part 8. I don't really do this Like, I'm just saying, gaming is my passion. Gaming's my thing. It's what I do best. Yes, I know I'm trying to look for a job. That way I can, like, earn stuff to be able to get more games to get into and run. I also have other things in mind that I want to do too. In all honesty, for all of it requires getting a job anyway, so I may tone down the gaming stuff for a bit to actually focus more on trying to get a job and earn stuff. But then again, like, I wouldn't say no to any sponsorships or anything. Or partners. Like, if Epic Games wanted to partner with me as they did with other content creators who play things like Festival, sure, I'd be down for that. Ubisoft with racing games in particular? Yeah, why not? Turn 10 and Playground Games? I'm willing. And honestly, in the end, it's not about the destination. It's how you get there. The journey. And the future of gaming, I feel like, is gonna get way brighter. Sure, you have things like online service availability games only. Games like Crew and Crew 2 and TDU Solar Crown, which is a flaw for all three of those. Because if the servers weren't available at all, you wouldn't even be able to boot in the game, despite owning a copy of it. And from that, P1 across the line, I'll take it. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Not bad, not bad. Like, yeah, gaming, I have a feeling, but definitely, yeah, gaming, I believe, will have a brighter future if things actually end up having an
There's an
offline
available
mode.
event nearby. Shall we?
So, yeah, this will end part 7, and now I'll get ready for dinner and then part 8 after. So, for those about to rock, we salute you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!